Hello again, here we are for part 3 at Renishaw Hall, and I'm just sat under this lovely oak tree because my phone got a little bit hot and I've just had a drink, so my phone's cooled down a bit now in the shade, and this is kind of the view from where I'm sat, which I could get used to this, very much so. Renishaw Hall is a partner garden for the RHS, so I'm an RHS member, and so therefore I get free admission into here as many times as I want to come. So let's take a little walk along this herbaceous border here. It's doing quite well despite being under the shade of that fantastic big oak tree there. I think that's Ligularia. Bees like that as well. And again, campanula, and this. Look at this yucca flowering, eh? Ouch! Just been stabbed. Trying to smell that. And this looks like another. What's this? Is this another magnolia? Not sure what that is. Looks like it is. And 3 peonies, some lilies coming out. Yeah, so we're going from kind of midsummer slowly into late summer now. There's some daisies, chrysanthemums, still the roses flowering, lilies, that orange. Is it scented? No, unfortunately not. So this is more vibrant, this is more in your face, impactful, stronger blues, yellows, oranges, reds. But just there it's a little bit more subtle to take you up into the white garden. So again, there's some thought gone into the layout here. Again, the bees are just all over that. Sunflower there. Nice. That clematis. Another yucca. And again, repeat planting to tie everything in. But again, so different from the main herbaceous border, which is just over that wall there. And very impactful. Some more roses in there later on. I'll go and have a look at. A bit of deadheading needed. Ah, lovely. Can I smell this pink one here? See if we can get in amongst the huge leaves. Oh yes. Oh yes. Clematis, the blue, the kind of, again, even though it's in full sun, the clematis Obviously the roots are well shaded down there from all the other plants. Yeah, that's suffering a little bit from lack of water. So we have to be aware of though, because even though we've had a lot of rain throughout June and into early July, just 3 or 4 days of hot sunny weather in a border that's planted as densely as this, where every plant's going to be really sucking lots of water up. You know, I think you've got to water these borders. Look at that. Lovely poppies now. Get out of the sun. Absolutely stunning. And then we go into a kind of really stunning, shocking blue area there. Look at that, all those delphiniums there and campanulas. That's kind of a stunning blue border. But we're going to go up these steps and just walk along the top. Let's just see if we can have a smell at that. Oh yes, that's lovely. It's quite spicy. And again, the colour theme, the painting of the furniture, continues. You know, you've got sweet pea there behind it with the blue foliage again. And we're coming into what is now actually a very shady part. And this for me is the most frustrating part of the garden. Because we are at we're probably about 1:30 in the afternoon. And so as I say, the house faces due south. So that way is south, that way is east, and where these trees are west. So you have a situation whereby this border here, despite having a lot of roses in it, only gets sun for half the day, which means all these roses here are in shade from about midday-ish onwards, and so they are leaning out to try and get as much light as possible. So for that reason, this doesn't work in this location, and it's a shame because this is one of my favourite red roses. Again, it could do with a little bit of deadheading, but the scent on that is just absolutely stunning. And I've been here before over many years, and these roses do carry on throughout the summer, flowering and flowering and flowering. You can see all the buds here. Let's say it needs a bit of deadheading. Needs tidying up a little bit. You know, that just drops off. It's fantastic. This I would certainly have as a shrub rose, but this needs planting in full sun. It's just so disappointing to see it in this location, in shade for half the day. Most people are going to only come here in the afternoon. Most people will be here in the afternoon, and they won't ever see this in full sunlight. It's such a shame, such a disappointing area for to try to be growing roses. These roses would do so much better elsewhere, because it's a stunning red rose. I don't know what it's called, but the scent is lovely. Not the strongest scent ever, but it's good enough. Bees can get in there and enjoy it. It's got the most velvety kind of petals, and as I say, you can just deadhead it. The actual whole thing just falls off. So it's a really good rose. I like it. I really do like it. And then this new kind of purple leaves are just absolutely stunning. And it's too dark here for this at this time of the day. You don't get the full impact from it. It's wasted in this location. And there are some one-flowering rambling roses there, mixed in with some clematis. So again, I think this would be good as a border with some shade-loving plants. Again, you've got a fuchsia here, so maybe something like fuchsias. Clematis should be okay. But it's just so disappointing to always see these shrub roses just leaning forward like this, trying to grab the light. Look at all these buds yet to come. And this has been flowering from kind of late June, and we're kind of going into late July now, so just so much more to come. Again, you can just do that, and it's gone. It kind of deadheads itself. It's fantastic. What a rose! What a rose! I would love to know what it is. There's a tiny little bit of black spot on some of the older leaves, but you can see lots of new leaves coming out, which obviously keeps things healthy, looking healthy. Just fantastic. Fantastic rose. And again, the repeat flowering, so they're doing the right thing. We've got some crocosmia coming out here later on. So this has got a bit, but again, it's just, if you're going to plant a rose up against the wall, make sure the wall is south facing, so that the plant actually just grows up and doesn't lean out looking for light. Stunning grounds, absolutely stunning. So well maintained, well kept. Lovely trees providing that shelter from easterly and westerly winds. The house from the north, pretty much open from the south. It's just the perfect location for a beautiful flower garden. Absolutely stunning. Even in this, oh God, that smell. That's so much stronger, despite being in shade. That is so strong. So let's just go around here and go and have a look at this. Here we have a ha-ha. So from the house, the idea is that you get this unbroken view right across the land, down to the lakes down there, the big ponds. And so you can graze cattle on here and sheep and whatever, but they can't get into the garden because you've got this, basically a ditch that drops down. But from the house, it just looks like a continuation into the landscape. So here we are in obviously what is the blue garden. Lots of purples and lots of blues here. Oh yes. Oh yes. And look, the foliage as well, that delphinium there, the blue foliage and blue foliage of that. I think that is a ceanothus, so that will be blue kind of Maytime. Stunning delphiniums. Look at the blue, electric sky blue. And then the red of that rose border up there. Contrast is very good. The magnolia. Look at that. That is just an amazing colour, and it's set off by that yellowy foliage behind it there. That contrast, which is so fantastic. That's just beautiful. Yeah, and just a little bit of white, a little bit of lighter colour, just to kind of make it pop, make it all pop a little bit. And then we're back to the warm herbaceous border. And it ends with this. Oh, look at this. Look at the colour of that. Oh, it's a hybrid tea, but oh, that's lovely. Oh, smell that with me. Oh, that's gorgeous. Right, I'm going to finish this one just here and then move on a little bit. So, bye for now.